The allure of true crime, a phenomenon that plunges us into the abyss of human darkness, yet paradoxically illuminates the contours of our collective psyche. To dissect this fascination through the lens of depth psychology, as Carl Jung might, is to venture into the shadow realms of the human soul, where the interplay of fear, curiosity, and the unconscious reveals profound truths about our nature. Let us embark on this journey, not as mere observers, but as explorers of the archetypal forces that shape our fascination with true crime. The human psyche, as Jung taught us, is a tapestry woven from both light and shadow. True crime stories, with their unflinching portrayal of humanity's darkest deeds, beckon us to confront the shadow, the repressed, unconscious aspects of ourselves that we dare not acknowledge. This morbid curiosity is not a perverse indulgence, but a primal urge to integrate the shadow into our conscious awareness. By engaging with these narratives, we externalize our own latent fears, desires, and impulses, projecting them onto the criminals and victims who populate these tales. The archetype of the criminal, the victim, and the hero, often embodied by the detective or justice seeker, are universal symbols that resonate deeply within the collective unconscious. These archetypes serve as mirrors, reflecting our own struggles with morality, power, and vulnerability. The criminal represents the unchecked ID, the victim the fragile ego, and the hero the superego's quest for order and justice. Through true crime, we enact a psychic drama, seeking to reconcile these forces within ourselves. The average true crime enthusiast, often a woman between the ages of 25 and 45, is drawn to these stories not out of mere sensationalism, but as a means of navigating her own fears and anxieties. Her empathy for victims reflects a deep-seated need to protect and heal, while her fascination with criminals reveals a subconscious exploration of her own capacity for darkness. This duality is the hallmark of the individuation process, the journey toward wholeness that Jung believed was the ultimate aim of human existence. Jung's concepts of the anima, the feminine aspect within men, and the animus, the masculine aspect within women, offer further insight into the gendered dynamics of true crime fandom. The predominance of women in this audience suggests a cultural and psychological shift, wherein the animus, the inner drive for logic, analysis, and justice, finds expression through the consumption of true crime narratives. For many women, true crime serves as a means of reclaiming agency in a world where they are often portrayed as passive victims. By dissecting the motives and methods of criminals, they engage in a form of psychological self-defense, arming themselves with knowledge and insight. This is not merely an intellectual exercise, but a deeply emotional one, as they grapple with the archetypal fears of vulnerability and violation that are ingrained in the collective feminine psyche. Conversely, men who consume true crime may be drawn to the anima's call for empathy and connection. The genre allows them to explore the emotional and psychological dimensions of crime, transcending the superficial allure of violence to confront the human suffering at its core. In this way, true crime becomes a bridge between the masculine and feminine, the rational and the emotional, the conscious and the unconscious. At the heart of every true crime story lies the archetype of the hero, the detective, the journalist, or even the amateur sleuth who embarks on a quest to uncover the truth and restore order to a chaotic world. This archetype resonates deeply with the human need for meaning and purpose, particularly in an age marked by uncertainty and existential dread. The hero's journey, as outlined by Jung, mirrors the psychological process of individuation. By following the twists and turns of a criminal investigation, the true crime enthusiast participates in this journey, vicariously experiencing the trials and triumphs of the hero. The resolution of the case, the identification of the perpetrator, the delivery of justice provides a sense of closure and catharsis, reaffirming the belief that, despite the darkness, order can be restored. Yet the hero's quest is not without its shadows. The amateur sleuth, empowered by digital media, often ventures into ethical gray areas, blurring the line between justice and vigilantism. This reflects the tension between the conscious desire for order and the unconscious pull toward chaos, a tension that lies at the heart of the human condition. The popularity of true crime, is not merely a reflection of individual psychology, but a manifestation of collective anxieties and aspirations. In a world where traditional sources of meaning, religion, community, and shared values are increasingly fragmented, true crime offers a secular framework for grappling with questions of morality, justice, and the nature of evil. The genre's focus on systemic flaws within the criminal justice system reveals a deep-seated yearning for accountability and reform. By exposing the failures of institutions meant to protect us, true crime narratives challenge us to confront the shadow not only within ourselves, but within society as a whole. This collective reckoning is a necessary step toward individuation on a societal level, as we strive to integrate the lessons of the past into a more just and compassionate future. Yet the dark allure of true crime also carries a warning. The line between healthy curiosity and morbid obsession is a fine one, and the genre's sensationalism risks perpetuating the very injustices it seeks to expose. As Jung cautioned, the unexamined shadow can consume us, leading to projection, scapegoating, and the perpetuation of cycles of violence. In the end, the fascination with true crime is a testament to the complexity of the human soul. It is a call to confront our fears, to seek understanding in the face of chaos, and to strive for wholeness in a fractured world. As we navigate this shadowy terrain, let us do so with compassion, humility, and a commitment to the light that lies beyond the darkness. This Jungian exploration of true crime reveals not only the psychological underpinnings of its appeal, but also its potential as a tool for personal and collective transformation. By engaging with these narratives consciously and ethically, we can harness their power to illuminate the path toward individuation and ultimately a deeper understanding of ourselves in the world we inhabit.